everyone, welcome to Learning Wise and I'm your host Kamlesh Sharma. As you can see, this is the part 4 of HTML tutorial, and here we are going to cover the formatting tags in HTML. So these are the 10 tags which we will study in this tutorial, starting from the I tag, which is the italics tag. Then we'll look into the underline tag, followed by the bold tag. Then we will see what is the use of TT, which is the typewriter tag. Then we will see the pre-tag. Then we will look into the purpose of strike tag. And then we'll check out the two very nice tags, very creative tags, which are SUB sub tag and SUP, which is for the superscript tag. And then we will look into the center tag. Center, kindly take care of the spelling. This is the American English and this is CENTER rather than CENTRE. Okay. And the last thing which we will look here is nbsp, which is meant for giving the spaces in HTML. So instead of wasting any time, let's switch over to our laptop screen.
Okay, so dear friends, as you can see, I am on the notepad and I have opened a blank file for you, and here we are going to write down the basic structure of HTML. Okay, and I guess you people are all aware of the basic structure. If not, then you can go and search for the video in the playlist. You'll be able to find it, and the concept will become very clear to you. Okay, see, I have written formatting tags in HTML. Basically, this is the topic for today's tutorial. So I'm using the same topic as the title. Okay, so that our title is descriptive. It explains what kind of data is going to be kept in the notepad file or in the web page. Now, after writing the title, we are going to close the title followed by closing the head tag also. After that, open the body tag and then close the body tag. Thereafter, close the HTML tag. Now, once you are done with this much of work, save your file. I am not putting anything in the body tag because I am saving the file first, and then we are going to continue writing in that notepad file. So let's say I want to give the name formatting tags in HTML. Let's only write down formatting tags, then .html. Okay, and let's hit the save button. Now let us find this. As you can see, the file has come here on the desktop. Let's try opening the file. It will be a blank file, as you all are aware that we have not kept anything in the body. So it is going to be the blank file. The only thing is it is going to have one title. Okay, so it's taking a little bit of time. Doesn't matter. Let's try opening it again. So here we go. We have got our file. The title has been written here. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to look at the formatting tags one by one. But before that, let us write down some content. Okay, let's say I'm writing some content about internet. Okay, so I'm writing internet is a world is a wide is a vast world wide network using which we can communicate with the entire world. We can watch the news, okay, exchange messages, shop online, write blogs, etc. Okay, so now I'm going to press an enter key here. All right, so as you can see, we have written 2 lines here. Okay, let's save this work and go to our web page. And here As you all are aware, we have to press F5 to see the content. Alright, so here we go. You can see that the content has come here. Now, important thing is, see, look here, we wrote 2 lines here, okay, but the 2 lines are not coming like this, okay. That line is coming in one single, this is one continuous line, right? So for that, I told you in the last tutorial, we have to use something called BR tag, okay. So after one line, what you can do is you can put a BR tag here, alright, save your work and refresh here. Now, as you can see, a break has been inserted here, okay. All right, so now let us use the B tag, U tag and I tag, okay. So let's see, um, as this one small paragraph which we have, suppose I want to change this word, okay. We have got this word internet. Suppose I want to make it bold. So what to do for that? Keep it in B tag. Okay, B stands for bold. Okay, so making the content bold, just use B, and wherever you want to close that B tag, just go and close that B tag. Okay, as long as some content is going to be in these two tags, okay, B and NB, that means it is going to be represented bold. Now let us see what does that mean, how the output will appear. So for that, first save this work and let us go to our web page. And here, as you can see, this is the how our lines were coming earlier, but now when I will press F5 to refresh, this word called internet will come bold. Okay, let's see. Okay, can you see it has become darker in color? Okay, so that's the concept of bold tag. Now I'm going back again in my notepad file, and this time what I'm going to do is I am going to close this B tag at the end, okay, so that you can understand what will happen. All right, I'm here back, refresh. So the entire content, both the 2 lines have turned into bold. Okay, so this is the purpose of using bold tag. I hope you would have understood. I'm going back again and I'm just putting internet word in this bold and bold. Okay, so that's it. Now let's say I want to make a word italics. Okay, suppose I've got this word worldwide network. Okay, I want to make it italics. How to do that? We have got a tag called I tag, I for italics. Okay, after the word network, we can close this I tag, right? So what will happen? As you can see, this entire content, whatever is kept within I and end I, it is going to become italics. Okay, save this work, get back to your notepad, your web page, refresh. Okay, and as here you can see this World Wide Web, this is becoming a little tilted, a little twisted, okay, because it has converted into italics. Okay, so now let's do one thing. Let us make our content bigger. Okay, let us change it into heading of size 2. I hope you all remember what is H1 and H2. Okay, we discussed the concept of headings, the 6 types of headings in HTML in our last tutorial. And if you are not aware of that, you can find that video in my playlist. Go to Learning Wise and watch the videos related to HTML. So here I have started the H2 tag and I'm going to close this H2 tag right here at the end. Okay, I'm doing this because I want my users to see the content bigger on their screen. Let's save this work, get back, and here as you can see. Okay, but all right, but here the entire content is becoming bold. So let's do one thing. Let's just not use H2, okay, because everything has been converted into bold. I want to show you the purpose of formatting tags, so I'm discarding H2 tag for the time being. Let us save this and look back the output. Okay, so this is the output. All right. Now, what if I want to make a content underlined? Okay, let's say I want to underline the word called internet. Now, how to do that? For that, we have got a tag called U. Okay, U stands for underline, right? So, whatever text you want to be underlined, just keep that into U and end U. Alright, so as you can see it yourself, this B tag, U tag and I tag, all these three tags are the container tags. They are going to be opened, also they are going to be closed. Okay, so let's try using the U tag here. So I have written U tag before internet, and right after internet I am closing this U tag. Okay, so save this work, get back to your notepad web page, refresh. Now, as you can see, the word internet, it is bold plus it is underlined also. Okay. So, this is the use of B, U and I tags in HTML. Now, let us use the center tag, the typewriter tag, which is the TT tag, and the stripe tag. Okay. So, let us put some data, some more data in our web page. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy paste some of the content from my Word file, because if I'll sit and write down, it will take a little bit of time. Okay, so I'm simply copy pasting. Now, see, I have written things that we can do over internet. Okay, and then I've written we can do a lot of stuff over internet. A whole range of things can be performed, such as stay informed, share information, entertainment, play games online, conduct research, buy and sell. Okay, so suppose I want, first let us see the output. Okay, and then we are going to have some improvements in that content. See, that line is coming in this way. Okay, but what if I want this text, things that we can do on internet, to come in the center? Okay, so for that we have got a center tag and we are going to use it right here. See, first let us have a BR tag, okay, to come in the next line. After that, let us write down center tag. CENTER is the spelling. Do not write CENTRE. Okay, this is HTML and it follows American English. I have told you in the last tutorial also. Now, after this line, we are going to close this center, okay, by putting a forward slash. Now, let us go and see the change in the result. Okay, as you can see, that line, things that we can do over internet, it has come in the center. Right now, let's add some more things over it. Let us add the bold tag here to make this this heading. Although it is a heading, I'm not using HN tag here, because I want to focus on the tags, the formatting tags in this tutorial. Okay, so we are going to use the B tag here, and at this end, okay, we are going to close this B tag. Save this, see the output. Okay, it has converted into the bold. Okay, now what if I want to have the underline also? Okay, so for that, go and add the U tag, and you have to go and close the U tag also. Okay, so what did I do? I use the center tag, and in this center tag I've used the bold tag and then the U tag. Okay, so three tags I've used side by side. You can also use this way, F5. Okay, that underline has also come here on our web page. Now, let's say I want some content to appear in the typewriter kind of text. Okay, do you remember if you have seen a typewriter and if you have seen its font, it is very different. Okay, it is a very what should I say, it does not consume a lot of space. Okay, so it is a different kind of a font. Okay, So if you want that kind of font to be applied over your text, you can use a tag called TT. Okay. Now I'm going to show you how it works. For instance, I'm first putting a BR tag here. As I told you, you can you can copy paste BR tag as many times as you want. Okay. Now I've used this BR tag 2 times here, right? And after this such as also I want to use the break 2 times. Save it, see the output, how it gets changed. Okay. Now suppose I want this much of content, okay, this much of content to appear in the TT tag, which is the typewriter tag. So for that you have to write down TT, okay, and just close it wherever you want. First thing, I'm going to use it for the first sentence, okay, so that you can distinguish between the font yourself. You'll see the difference in the this content. Stay informed as compared to the rest of the lines, rest of the content. Okay, see, can you see this output? The difference in this word, stay informed, and the rest of the content here. This is the main difference between the TT tag and the normal tag, normal text or the normal font type which we use over our web page. Okay. Now the next tag which we are going to see is the strike tag. Okay. So now strike, what does that mean? Suppose I have written something and I want a line over there. I want the text to have that strike through. Okay. For that I can have the strike tag, right? Let's say I've written internet is a vast worldwide network. Chalo, instead of that, let's say I've written this things, right? So instead of writing things, I want to write the word stuff. For that, what I can do is I can put this word things in the strike, okay, and I'll close this tag here after the word things. Okay, then I'll have one space bar, and then I'm going to write down the word called stuff. Okay, save this work and look at the output, how it works. Okay, so the word things has been striked through and a new word has been added. You would have seen this kind of an effect over the discount rates. Okay, on many of the shopping sites you would have seen that they show the MRP and then there is a strike through and then they show the discounted price. So this tag is also very useful at many places. Now let us look into something else. Okay, see, I have written this: share information, entertainment, play games online, conduct research, one by one. Instead of writing it this way, if I just take it from here and write after this, okay, and suppose I'm putting spaces here, you can see how many times I am just pressing the space bar, or you can even use the tabs, right? Now let us save our work and see the output. Okay, see, I have refreshed my work but nothing is coming here. No spaces, no tabs, nothing is coming here. Reason being, your browser has nothing to do with the spaces or the tabs which you press on the notepad. Okay, I told you this in the very beginning that every task has to be achieved with the help of a tag in HTML. So for that, what you can do is, if you want to have desired number of spaces, you have a character called ampersand nbsp semicolon. Okay, so it is meant for the spaces. If you want to have one space, write this once. If you want the space more than once, then you can copy this, okay, and you can keep repeating this as many times as you want. Let's say I've written it so many times. Now save our work go here and see. Can you see? There is a space. I mean, there are a lot of spaces between share information and entertainment. Okay, so I mean the space, the concept of spaces work this way in HTML. I hope this would have been clear to you. Now, let us talk about something called pre-tag. What if I want to preserve the line spaces, okay, for a certain amount of text which I am writing for my web page? Let's say after writing this, okay, I am using br tag. Okay, let's say I've used the br tag thrice, and after that, suppose I want um, to write. I'm writing this content here. Okay, roll number, name, and let's say section. I mean, just a random data, right? You can see that there's a lesser space between roll number and name, and I have used a lot of space between name and section. Okay, this is just to show you that how you can preserve the spaces uh, yourself without using nbsp. There is another way of preserving the spaces between the content. For that you have to use something called pre-tag. Okay, so what is the purpose of pre-tag? The purpose of pre-tag is to preserve the spaces. Okay, pre means pre-formatted text, so it preserves the formatting of the text which you have written on your notepad, and it will appear just like that over your web page. Now I'm closing my pre-tag here. Okay, so within this pre-tag and entry, I have written roll number, name and section, and it is going to appear just this way with equal amount of spaces over our web page. Let us save this work and go to the browser. I hope you can see this. Okay, the only thing is the font is a little different. Okay, we cannot go and change the font of this pre-tag. All right, I hope this is clear to everybody. Let us look into the subscript and the superscripts in HTML. Okay, so before that, let us have some break tags here. I'm using 2 times break here. Now, talking about subscript, you would have seen many times in chemical reaction, I mean in chemistry, where we write down H2O. Okay, let's say I'm writing H2O and I'm saving this work. Let's come here. Right. Now, if you know about chemistry, you would be aware that 2 does not get written like this. 2 has to be written in the bottom, okay, as the subscript. So, how we are going to achieve that subscript effect in HTML? We have got a tag called SUB. SUB stands for subscript. Okay, so whichever letter, whichever word, or whatever you want to keep as the subscript, just enclose that word or that letter into SUB and end SUB. Okay, like I'm doing it here. I'm putting this letter 2 in SUB and close SUB or end SUB. Right, now look at this carefully. I've written H, then SUB, then 2 and then end sub followed by o. Okay, so now I'm saving this work and let us see the output here on our browser. Can you see the difference? Okay, so that is the difference. I mean writing it normally and using the subscript. Now let us try using the superscript concept. Okay, again I'm using the break tags, and now I'm writing the superscript. Superscript like we use in mathematics. Okay, like we have got this you know, the concept of exponents, the concept of powers. So how do we write power? Okay, it is a little above than the normal text, so that is the superscript. Okay, and for that we have got the tag called sup. I'm going to use it right here. Like I write a plus b whole square, And if I write it this way, how is it going to appear? Let's see the output, okay, ourselves. A square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay, so this is the mathematical formula for a plus b whole square. And let's see the output here. See, it does not appear like it should appear. Okay, so for having this 2 as the exponent, for keeping it as the exponent, we have to go and use the SUP. Okay, so I'm using it here, SUP, and after this 2 I'm ending this SUP, right? I'm saving only this much portion to see the difference. Okay, can you see the difference between this 2 and these 2's? All right, so this is how you can have the superscript in any of the equation, even in HTML. Let's repeat this concept here, SUP, and then after 2 close your SUP. The same should be done here also, because b2 is not something which has to be written here. It has to be b raised to the power 2. Okay, so I'm closing it here. Now we are good to go for the output, and here we go. Can you see the 3 times 2 which we had written earlier? Now it has been beautifully converted into the superscript. Alright, so with this we are ending today's session. I hope you would have understood the use of the various formatting tags. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned to Learning Voice to learn more concepts related to HTML. Bye bye and take care.